Kazakhstan is the ninth largest country in the world by land area and the largest landlocked nation on the planet. Despite its enormous size, it remains something of a mystery to many people. Some imagine Kazakhstan as a land of endless steppes, nomadic tribes, and traditional yurts. Others associate it with modern cities, a thriving oil industry, and a rapidly growing economy. In reality, Kazakhstan is far more diverse than any stereotype suggests. One of the first things that surprises visitors is the sheer scale of the country. The distances are truly immense. A flight between two major cities can take several hours, while the landscape changes dramatically, from vast open steppes to majestic mountains, spectacular canyons, crystal-clear lakes, and sweeping deserts. Modern Kazakhstan successfully blends the ancient traditions of its nomadic heritage with contemporary architecture, soaring skyscrapers, and cutting-edge technology. The country's capital and its largest cities are especially impressive, where sleek business districts stand alongside elements of traditional Kazakh culture, reflecting the region's rich history and heritage. It is this striking contrast between centuries-old traditions and modern development that makes Kazakhstan such a unique and fascinating country.
Just a few decades ago, it was a relatively small city. Today, Astana has grown into the country's modern administrative, political, and business center. The city is famous for its striking architecture. Visitors can admire futuristic buildings, wide boulevards, elegant bridges, and expansive public spaces that give the capital a distinctive skyline. Many of its landmark structures were designed with the involvement of internationally renowned architects, helping Astana develop a unique and recognizable identity. Despite its modern appearance, the city continues to celebrate Kazakhstan's cultural heritage, while strengthening its role as one of the most important urban centers in Central Asia. Astana's climate is another feature that makes it stand out. Winters can be extremely cold, with temperatures dropping far below freezing, while summers often see temperatures climb well above 30 degrees Celsius, or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. These dramatic seasonal contrasts make Astana one of the world's most climatically extreme capital cities.
Kazakhstan is a multicultural nation, home to more than 100 ethnic groups. For centuries, different cultures, trade routes, and traditions have crossed paths here, shaping a society that is remarkably diverse and culturally rich. Kazakh people are widely known for their hospitality. In many families, traditions of respecting elders, helping one another, and warmly welcoming guests remain an important part of everyday life. Being invited into a Kazakh home often means sharing a generous meal, with hosts going out of their way to make every guest feel welcome. At the same time, the younger generation is embracing modern technology, learning foreign languages, and increasingly building careers in international companies. It is this blend of deep-rooted traditions and a modern way of life that gives Kazakhstan its unique identity.
One of Kazakhstan's greatest treasures is its breathtaking natural beauty. Many visitors are surprised by just how diverse the country's landscapes can be. From endless steppes and towering mountain ranges to vast deserts, dramatic canyons, dense pine forests, salt lakes, and scenic rivers, Kazakhstan offers an extraordinary variety of natural environments. The mountain regions near Almaty are among the country's most popular destinations. In winter, they attract skiing and snowboarding enthusiasts, while in summer, visitors come to explore hiking trails, crystal-clear alpine lakes, and breathtaking panoramic views. One of Kazakhstan's most iconic natural landmarks is Cheran Canyon, often compared to the famous Grand Canyon because of its spectacular rock formations and dramatic scenery. Another must-see destination is Lake Kayindi, renowned for its submerged forest, along with the Kolsai Lakes, celebrated for their crystal-clear waters and stunning mountain landscapes. It is this incredible diversity of nature that is making Kazakhstan an increasingly popular destination for travelers from around the world.
Kazakhstan has one of the largest economies in Central Asia. The country is rich in natural resources, including substantial reserves of oil, natural gas, uranium, copper, and other valuable minerals that play a vital role in its economic development. Beyond the extractive industries, Kazakhstan is steadily expanding sectors such as finance, construction, agriculture, transportation, logistics, and information technology. The government is also placing a strong emphasis on digitizing public services, encouraging innovation and attracting foreign investment. In the country's largest cities, modern business centers, international companies, and technology-driven projects continue to grow at a rapid pace. However, the standard of living can vary considerably from one region to another. Most of the highest-paying jobs are concentrated in Astana and Almaty, while smaller cities often offer fewer opportunities for career advancement. Even so, Kazakhstan continues to modernize its economy and is working toward becoming one of the leading business hubs in Central Asia.
The cost of living in Kazakhstan is considered one of the most affordable among major countries in Eurasia, although it largely depends on the city, income level, and individual lifestyle. The most expensive cities are traditionally Astana and Almaty. These urban centers concentrate the country's largest companies, modern residential complexes, prestigious universities, shopping malls, and the best career opportunities. As a result, housing rent, restaurants, and certain services are significantly more expensive here than in other regions. In smaller cities and regional centers, expenses are usually much lower. Housing rent, utilities, and everyday purchases allow for a more comfortable lifestyle with reduced costs. However, salaries in these areas are generally lower compared to the major metropolitan cities.
Cars play an important role in everyday life in Kazakhstan. Due to vast distances, many people prefer private transport, especially outside major cities. At the same time, public transportation is actively developing in Astana and Almaty, with modern buses, dedicated lanes, and digital payment systems becoming increasingly common. Food quality is highly valued by locals. Markets are filled with fresh meat, dairy products, fruits, vegetables, and traditional dishes. In many families, the tradition of gathering around a large table is still preserved, especially during holidays and family celebrations. Despite rising prices in recent years, Kazakhstan remains a country where the cost of living in many regions is significantly lower than in most European countries. That is why many professionals from neighboring countries see Kazakhstan as a promising destination for work and life.
Kazakhstan's education system is actively developing and is gradually integrating into the international educational space. The country has both public and private schools, colleges, and universities. An increasing number of institutions are introducing modern curricula, digital technologies, and international standards of education. Special attention is given to foreign languages, information technology, engineering disciplines, and natural sciences. Many young people aim not only to study within the country, but also to take part in international educational programs. Major universities in Kazakhstan collaborate with foreign institutions, giving students additional opportunities for internships and academic research.
The healthcare system is also undergoing gradual modernization. In large cities, there are modern multi-profile hospitals, diagnostic centers, and specialized medical facilities. Equipment is constantly being upgraded, and new methods of diagnosis and treatment are being introduced. Of course, there is still a gap in access to certain medical services between major cities and smaller settlements. However, the government continues to invest in the development of healthcare and the improvement of medical quality. For most residents, healthcare remains accessible, and the level of medical professionals is steadily improving.
Kazakhstan is considered one of the most stable countries in Central Asia. Most major cities have a calm atmosphere and well-developed urban infrastructure. Many residents note that they feel relatively comfortable both during the day and in the evening. In recent years, the appearance of many cities has changed significantly. Modern residential districts, new roads, landscaped parks, pedestrian areas, and public spaces have emerged across the country. Increasing attention is being given to greenery and the creation of a more comfortable urban environment. Astana is developing particularly rapidly, with new architectural projects and modern districts appearing almost every year.
The quality of life largely depends on the region and a person's profession. In the largest cities, salaries and career opportunities are higher, but living costs are also significantly greater. In smaller towns and rural areas,
Life is more peaceful, and proximity to nature is considered one of the main advantages. Kazakhstan is also actively developing digital government services. Many documents, public services, and financial operations can now be completed online, making everyday life significantly easier.
Kazakhstan has many strong advantages. First of all, it is its vast territory and diverse natural landscapes. Mountains, steppes, lakes, canyons, and national parks create excellent opportunities for travel and outdoor activities. Another advantage is the relatively affordable cost of living compared to many European countries. The country also benefits from the hospitality of its people, strong family values, a multicultural society, and the steady development of modern cities. Significant opportunities are available for specialists in the oil and gas industry, construction, finance, logistics, and information technology. However, there are also certain drawbacks. The vast distances between cities make domestic travel quite time-consuming. The climate is not suitable for everyone. Winters in the northern regions can be extremely cold, while in the southern areas, summer temperatures may exceed 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. In addition, regional development remains uneven. Most economic opportunities are concentrated in the largest cities, while smaller towns offer far fewer job options. Nevertheless, Kazakhstan continues to develop actively, gradually reducing disparities between its regions.
Kazakhstan is one of those countries that cannot be understood through a few photographs or short news reports. At first glance, it may seem like nothing more than a land of endless steppes, but behind this image lies a modern state with rapidly developing cities, a rich history, and a unique blend of tradition and technology. Here, ancient nomadic culture exists alongside skyscrapers, modern business centers, and advanced digital services. Kazakhstan has managed to preserve respect for its traditions while simultaneously opening up to new technologies, investment, and international cooperation. Of course, like many other countries, it faces economic, social, and infrastructural challenges.
However, it is precisely this drive for development that makes Kazakhstan one of the most interesting countries in Central Asia. For some, it is a land of great opportunities and successful careers. For others, it is a place of stunning nature, rich culture, and a more peaceful way of life. But almost every traveler who spends enough time here comes to the same conclusion. The real Kazakhstan is much more than endless steppes. It is a country of contrasts, where modern architecture stands alongside centuries-old traditions, and vast open spaces are matched by the warmth of its people and a rich cultural heritage. That is why Kazakhstan continues to attract more and more tourists, entrepreneurs, and people who wish to discover one of the most unique countries in Eurasia.